Dear student, see last time we discussed exercise numericals of lesson number 5, that is laws of motion. Now today we proceed further. See our next exercise numerical is exercise number 5.37. Now see the question says, see a disc is moving in a horizontal plane, okay, with the angular speed of 33 into 1 by 3 revolution per minute. Okay, now see 33 into 99 plus 100 upon 3 revolution per minute. See, if I want to convert in revolution per second, generally omega is the angular speed. Okay, that is in revolution per second. So minute into second. Okay, that is 10 by revolution per second. Okay, now this is revolution per second. Now see the periodic time is reciprocal of this. Okay, it is revolution per second. See the time to complete one revolution is periodic time. That will be reciprocal of this. So T will be, we can say 1.8. Okay, or we can keep it in the term of omega only. Okay. Now see the question. See, this is the center of the disc. See, two coins are placed. One is at the 4 cm distance and other is placed at the 14 cm. Okay, now see the radius of the disc is 15 cm. When the disc is rotated with this angular speed, okay, which coin will remain on the disc during the rotation, and secondly it will slip off from the path. Okay, now see this revolution per second, we can say, we can convert into radian per second, that is unit of angular speed. This we can calculate. Okay, that is 20 into 3.14 divided by 18. Okay, this is the angular speed, 20 into 3.14 divided by 18. Yes. Now see, this is a, we say the motion on a circular path. Okay, we have to consider friction also. Now see the centripetal force. M square by R. Okay, and the frictional force is mu s into n. Okay, now see the coefficient of friction is given as 0.15. See, we have to calculate, okay, that which coin will remain on the disc and which will be slip off. Now we know the relation. See the centripetal force, frictional force should be more than gravitational force. Frictional force should be more than the centripetal force. Okay, now M is cancelled, V is equal to R omega. Okay, so that will become R. Now see the maximum radius permissible, that's why for that we take This is in terms of inequality, but when we take, let maximum permissible radius BR. Okay, so in that case we have to take it equal. So omega square. Now see, we are given the value, mu s is 0.5, g is 9.8, omega see we have calculated okay, that is 10 revolution into 6.28 divided by 80. Okay, so if I solve, yes, so that turns out to be 0.12 meter. Okay, that is 12 centimeter. Now, so the maximum radius permissible here is 12 centimeter. So now see, for the coin A which is placed at a 12 centimeter, this is within the limit. So 12 centimeter is more than 4 centimeter. So the coin will remain on the disc. And see the second coin, okay, 14 centimeter is less than 12 centimeter. So that's why the coin which is at a distance of permissible limit of 12 centimeter radius will slip up from the coin. Okay, this is how we can So this is about the exercise number 5.37. Now see, the next question is exercise number 5.39. Okay. Now see, here is the case of, again, see the hollow cylinder is there. Say it is rotating about its axis omega. Okay, radius is r is 3 meter and omega is 200 revolution per minute. Okay, now see, a person, okay, moves. Mass of the person is 70 kg. Okay, the coefficient of friction is 0.15. Okay, we have to calculate minimum angular speed. Okay, calculate minimum speed we have to calculate. Again, here also see the centripetal force is mv square upon r. Frictional force. Okay, so the person will remain stick to the cylinder. Okay, for that the frictional force should be equal to centripetal force. So again, frictional force is mu s into mg. Again, we have to calculate angular speed, so we use v is equal to r omega. Okay, so that we can write as okay, so this is how we can calculate the angular speed. Now we substitute the values. See what is given to us. Mu s is g is 9.8, See, the radius is 3 meter. So if you calculate, G is given as 10 here. Okay. Okay, so if I solve for this, see, see what we have calculated. Centripetal force, frictional force mu s into G is mv square upon r omega square upon r. Mu s into G is r square omega square. Omega square is mu s into G by r. Yes, omega will be mu s into G by r. Mu s is 0.15, G is 10, r is how much? 3. Okay, so if we solve, see this turns out to be 4.71 radian per second. Okay, this is how we can solve. Now this is about the exercise number 5.39. Now see, with that we come to end of exercise numericals. See, here we have taken additional exercise numericals also. Some of them are useful. Okay, now we take some MCQ. SHC MCQ is not given our NCERT textbook, but I will like to take some of the MCQ which are useful, so that will be helpful to you in the examination. Okay, now see, a force acts on a body of mass 100 gram. See, velocity (20 centimeter per second every second). Okay, now we know what is the unit of acceleration, meter per second square. See, here velocity changes every second. Okay, there is nothing also has become unit of acceleration. So here acceleration is 20 centimeter. I have to convert in meter. Okay, mass is given 100 gram, 0.1 kg. We generally use MKS unit. Now see what is the value of force. F is equal to ma. So force turns out to be 0.02 Newton. Okay, this is how we can solve. Now see the next MCQ. See, here we take the help of law of conservation of linear momentum. Okay, a bullet of mass m moving with the velocity v. See, penetrates in the block of mass m, which is stationary. See, after collision, both move in the same direction with the common velocity. What will be the final velocity? Let us say v dash. Okay, here we take the help of law of conservation of linear momentum. That is, initial momentum should be equal to final momentum. Now see, initial momentum is m into v plus m. See, velocity of block is 0. After collision, they move with the combined mass, and let us say velocity is v dash. So v dash will be mv upon okay. Sometimes they can change the data. Let us say they say A, B, and C, A, or X, Y, and Z. Okay, we can solve by the same method. Okay, we can solve by the same method. Okay, that is, we have to use law of conservation of linear momentum. Okay, now See next MCQ. See a block of mass m okay, inclination is theta, sorry. What is the normal force exerted on the block? Now see here, see weight is mg. I have explained earlier, this is 90, this will be 90 minus theta, so this will be theta. Now what are the component of the force mg? See by the definition of component of vector, mg cos theta and mg sin theta. See here we have to calculate normal force. Okay? N is, see here the block is stationary. So the normal force will be N is equal to mg cos theta. Now if they ask the frictional force, see as I discussed earlier, the frictional force prevent impending motion. See the block has a tendency to go downward, but the block remains stationary. So the frictional force opposite impending motion. So this F will be frictional force will be mg sin theta. Okay. So this is the frictional force. See our question was what is the normal force? Normal force we can say N is equal to mg cos theta. Okay. Now next question. See the force act on a block of mass 1.5 kg at rest, okay, for a time period of 0.5 seconds. Okay. So once the force acts, the body moves 5 meter distance in 2 seconds. Okay. What is the magnitude of the force? Now see here, V is equal to d by t. Velocity at n is. Okay. Now see we have to calculate the acceleration produced. V is equal to v naught plus at. Initial velocity is 0. Force acts for the how much? 0.5 second. So acceleration is 2.5 upon 5 meter per second square. Now see the magnitude of the force. We know the equation very well. F is equal to ma. Okay. So this is how we can calculate force acting on it. Okay. Now next MCQ. See a horizontal block of mass 1000 kg is steady. Okay. Now a horizontal force of 200 Newton. Horizontal force of 200 Newton X to bring the motion. What is the coefficient of friction force? Now see Fs max. Okay. Now what is the formula for Fs max? That is mu s into n. N is mg. Okay. So here we have to find out mu s. Okay. So mu s will be now see here the 200 Newton force is required to bring the block in motion, so that will be equal to Fs max. We know, see when the external force is just equal to Fs max, then only the body will come into motion. So Fs max is 200, mass of the block is 1000 kg, okay, G is 10. So the coefficient of friction has become 0.02. See, we know it is a ratio of the force, so that's why it do not have the unit. Okay, now see the next question is related to connected bodies. See here, 2 block, 4 kg, 3 block, sorry, 4 kg, 2 kg and 1 kg are tied with a string or a rope and a force of 17 Newton is applied. What is the common acceleration of the system? See, in the theory part, we discussed for the 2 block. See here, we have extended for 3 blocks. Now, see the common acceleration of the system will be F upon m1 plus m2. This will be m1, m2, m3. Okay. Okay. See, formula will remain the same. This can be extended for n number of objects, that we have to keep in mind. Now, next MCQ. Okay, this also we derived earlier equation. See, mass is 30 kg and 50 kg, let us say m1, m2. What is the common acceleration of the system? So we have derived earlier. This you can remember as a formula also, m1 minus m2 upon. See here, g value is given as 10 meter per second square. So it will be 10 into 50 minus 30 upon. Okay, this is how we can solve. Now, next question. See, a driver of a car moving with a velocity of 72 km per hour. Now this we have to convert in meter per second. Okay, applies brake. So, and stops, so the final velocity becomes 0. See, mass of the car plus driver. Okay, what is the acceleration produced, or what is the force acting? Now see here, acceleration A is v minus v0 upon t. Now see here, when the brakes are applied, the vehicle stops, so that is retardation. Okay, time is given as 5 seconds. Okay, so the acceleration has become 20 upon 5 is 4. Now force is a retarding force. See, the negative sign says, see the retardation. See, this 1000. Okay, the retarding force of 4000. Now, see, many times it is in terms of the equation. Now let us say P is equal to A plus BT square. See what is the value of the force. Okay, now we know Newton's second law of motion, dP by dt is force. Okay, so we have to take derivative. dP by dt, A is a constant term, B t square derivative is 2t, F is equal to dP by dt is 2bt. They may give some value also, so then also you can solve. So for momentum and time relation is given as A plus bt square. Now we know dP by dt is force, so we have taken derivative. A is a constant term, derivative is 0, B t square derivative is 2. Okay, this is how we can calculate the value of the force. Now, next MCQ. See, a force of 16 Newton produce acceleration of 4 meter per second square. See what is the acceleration produced in the same mass. Okay, the force is 18 Newton. Okay, now we know the equation. F is equal to ma. F is proportional to A. So we can say F2 upon F1 is A2 upon A1. Now F2 is 18 upon 16 A2. We have to find out A is 4. So A2 is equal to 18 into 4 upon 16. Okay, so that we can calculate. Okay, 4.5. Okay, so this is about the sum of the MCQs of lesson number 5. Today we have completed exercise numericals. See, next time also we take some MCQ, okay, which are useful to us. Okay, thank you.